Do you ever wake up feeling exhausted before your feet touch the floor? It feels like your soul is already clocked out for the day. People say this is normal, but deep down you know it is not. You are not just tired, you are completely drained of your life force. Someone has been siphoning your energy through an invisible straw for years. You have the body of an adult, but the battery of an old phone. The scariest part is that nobody seems to want to talk about it. We slap coffee on the problem and scroll past our pain every day. You throw inspirational quotes at the wound like a small band-aid on a bullet hole. You are not burnt out because you are weak or incapable of handling life. You are burnt out because you have been on fire for far too long. You tried to light everyone else's candles while yours melted into a puddle. This is not just being busy, this is a deep soul-level exhaustion. You brush your teeth while scrolling because silence feels terrifying to you now. You feel nothing during moments that should make you cry or laugh or feel. You scroll until 3 in the morning because your brain fears the stillness. Stillness feels like a confrontation that you do not have the energy to face. You tell everyone you are good even when you are definitely not good. Admitting how empty you really are might make everything start to unravel. You hold your world together with duct tape and delayed emotional reactions. The last thing you need right now is someone pulling on that thread. You call this survival mode adulting, but I call it self-abandonment. Nobody ever taught you how to fix this deep internal brokenness. They only taught you how to be productive and efficient machines. You learned to grind and monetize every single one of your hobbies. They told you to turn your free time into a side hustle. The world says do not rest, you must always optimize everything. You have 1,000 open tabs running in your brain right now. You have completely forgotten what true peace actually feels like today. You only breathe deeply when your phone dies and the screen fades. You are forced to look out the window like it is 2003. I need to share a hard truth with you right now. You might not be depressed, you might just be severely overstimulated. Your nervous system is fried from the constant noise and demands. Your energy is not gone, it is being robbed from you constantly. It is stolen by notifications and the fake urgency of modern life. People drain the life out of you with a polite smile. A voice whispers you should be doing more while you hang on. The worst part is that you have gotten used to this feeling. You have normalized the burnout and made it your entire personality. You joke about it and post memes to laugh through the heavy pain. But behind the sarcasm is a person who can't remember feeling rested. You call it a phase, but deep down you know this is your life. Something has to change because you cannot keep living on empty fumes forever. If you keep letting energy thieves enter unchecked, you will wake up hollow. 10 years from now, you will realize you were just surviving, not living. You will look in the mirror and not recognize the stranger staring back. You will see the version of you who stopped dreaming and stopped feeling. I am not here to sell you a magic journal or rainforest sounds. I am here to tell you the hard truth about why you suffer. Your exhaustion is not weakness, and your numbness is not a moral failure. Your burnout is a blinking red warning light on your life's dashboard. If you ignore the light long enough, your body will make you stop. So, before we go any further, take a second to actually breathe deeply. Feel that tiny flicker of awareness that is still alive inside your chest. We are not going to lose that version of you, not today. Let us identify the 5 energy thieves you invite into your home daily. Thief number 1 is people-pleasing, saying yes when you want to scream no. You go to brunches you hate and reply to texts that drain you. You smile through favors that feel like soul debt and call it kindness. Sacrificing your peace to keep someone else comfortable is not kindness, it is theft. Thief number 2 is fake productivity, organizing deck chairs on the sinking Titanic. You have apps for your apps, but you are not actually moving forward. You clear your inbox obsessively, but you avoid chasing your real dreams. Productivity feels safer than purpose because it keeps you distracted from the fear. Thief number 3 is constant comparison, a soul killer dressed up as motivation. You open Instagram and suddenly your life feels like a low-budget trailer. You compare your messy behind the scenes to someone else's curated highlight reel. Every time you scroll and shrink, a part of you stops showing up. Thief number 4 is unspoken resentment, the heavy weight of things unsaid. You swallow your truth so often that you become emotionally constipated and sick. Bottling up anger turns you into a walking pressure cooker with a smile. Thief number 5 is clutter, both in your room and in your mind. The mess whispers that you are behind and pulls your attention everywhere. You sit there half watching Netflix and half scrolling, fully exhausted by chaos. I am not here to judge you because I have been you. I drowned in commitments I never wanted and ran on fumes for years. These are not small leaks, they are full-blown holes in your tank. Next, we are going to rip the lazy label right off your chest. You are not lazy, you are leaking energy from 1,000 tiny cuts. You are not unmotivated or a failure, you are a cracked cup. Try filling a bucket with holes and see how much water stays. That is your energy leaking out before you can even use it. The world sees you scrolling and assumes you simply do not care. They do not see that your brain is too overstimulated to rest. They do not see the laundry pile haunting your room like a ghost. It is not laziness, it is a state of deep emotional paralysis. Lazy means you do not care, but you care way too much. You carry guilt like it is a permanent part of your identity. You replay conversations in your head like they are unsolved crime scenes. You hold yourself to standards you would never place on an enemy. When a phone will not charge you, check the cable, not the phone. But when you will not charge, you blame yourself and call yourself broken. We live in a world that celebrates output but completely ignores input. You are bleeding energy trying to function in a system of production. Rest is not a reward you earn, it is a biological requirement. Especially when your soul has been running a silent marathon for years. Stop blaming yourself for the fatigue and start getting curious about it. Ask yourself what you are giving energy to that gives nothing back. What story are you telling yourself that keeps you stuck in guilt? If you have been paralyzed, it is because you are exhausted from being strong. You are showing resilience in its rawest and most beautiful form today. Now we must talk about the things you think help, but actually hurt. Doom scrolling is not rest, it is active stimulation for your brain. Your body is still, but your mind is sprinting through a cornfield. Overthinking is not planning, it is just self-torture dressed in logic. You are rehearsing tragedies that have not even happened yet in reality. Caffeine is not a substitute for sleep, it is liquid stress. You are chemically forcing your body to ignore its own screams for rest. Numbing is not healing, it is just emotional avoidance with good branding. Not crying does not mean you are better, it means you are sedated. Staying positive is not always healthy when your world is on fire. Slapping a smile on a breakdown does not make the pain disappear. Buried emotions do not die, they ferment and grow teeth in silence. You picked up these habits because they helped you survive a trauma. But now those same life rafts are holding you underwater and drowning you. We need to reclaim your energy without becoming a monk in the mountains. Start by saying no without offering a single sentence of explanation. Protect your mornings like your entire sanity depends on it, because it does. Do not let the world hijack your brain before you even wake up. Unfollow accounts that make you feel small or anxious instantly. You are allowed to curate your feed like your peace depends on it. Make rest non-negotiable, not just collapsing in front of a screen. If you do not schedule rest, the world will take everything. Get 1 square inch of control back in your life today. Tidy one corner or say no to one small thing this week. Healing happens in the tiny moments where you finally choose yourself. Practice the discomfort of disappointing people and realize you will survive. You are not an emotional vending machine dispensing yeses to everyone. Let boring be your best friend because peace is often very quiet. A night with no plans and no noise is actually deep healing. You are not broken, you are simply overstimulated by this world. There is a massive difference between being defective and being overwhelmed. Broken implies that something is wrong with you that cannot be fixed. Overstimulated just means you are carrying too much noise and pressure. You were not designed to consume this much information every single day. Your nervous system is being hijacked by headlines before breakfast time. You perform okayness so well you forgot what real safety feels like. The problem is a world that rewards burnout and mocks boundaries. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed by the weight of everything. You are just a human with a heart not made for constant performance. Your exhaustion is actually wisdom trying to tell you something very important. It is your soul screaming that there is a better way to live. You do not need to be fixed, you just need to be found. You must find yourself underneath the noise and the fear and pressure. Who you really are underneath all the layers is already enough. Stop leaking your precious energy to things that do not even see you. Start returning to the peace that feels like home in your body. You do not have to wait until you are perfect to start resting. You can start right now with just one single deep breath today. Let go of who the world told you to be and get curious. You are not broken, you are sacred and wired for deep connection. You are allowed to live a life that finally honors your sensitivity. Send this message to 3 people you love who are also tired. Reach out to the ones who pretend they are fine but are struggling. Let us remind each other what it feels like to finally breathe again. We are not here to just survive this life until we die. We are here to feel it and to come back home to ourselves. Take a deep breath and remember that you are doing your best. You are not lazy, you are just ready to finally start living.